Since I was 5 years old, I've been deeply involved in sports, and I have found myself to be very successful in baseball, and have found that by practicing and improving my game every day, I have been able to develop my skills and improve my game. According to Malcolm Gladwell, it takes 10,000 hours of intensive practice to achieve mastery of complex skills and materials. This shows the idea that in order to excel in sports, one must put time and effort into developing one's skills in order to reach their full potential. By learning how to train and develop into a successful athlete through working hard, practicing, and developing an appropriate mentality, this will allow you to develop in your personal life and in your personal sport. First and foremost, in order to develop in one sport, it is essential that one must put time and effort into developing their skills. It is essential that one must practice their sport daily in order to ensure that they are able to master skills. This can be done by meeting up with peers who partake in the same sport, and by practicing together or working on individual skills. By working with someone else, one will feel more motivated to work on their skills every day. One time, when I was struggling to find motivation to practice in my own free time, I looked for my friend. Me and my friend both wanted to improve our skills, so therefore we decided to work together, and we would play catch every day to improve our arm strength, and we would hit every day in order to improve our bats at the plate. By working together, we were able to push ourselves to work every day and become our best personal selves. And by practicing every day, one develops muscle memory so that when the time comes to implement one's skills, they will be able to perform them without thinking of what they have to do. One can practice every day, including inside their home life, the things such as using a cross ball, a tennis ball, and pretending to throw it against the wall or whatever. Anything helps. You could even use PVC pipes to practice one swing. Through practicing every day, they will develop an increased reaction time and a more effective use of skills. Even though practicing every day will significantly improve one's skills, they must put effort into everything they do. In order to most effectively become successful in one sport, one must practice like they play. By pretending that a practice is exactly like a game time, a player is more likely to work their hardest in whatever they are doing. One can practice like they play by using imaginary situations to represent game-like situations. For example, a football player may pretend that they are being guarded by another player and that they must try and get away from them in order to score a touchdown. By practicing like you play, you are more likely to use the skills that you developed in the game, as the situation would be no different than in the practice. By doing this, players are more likely to be able to deal with the stress of a game-like situation and perform when the time comes and the need for it. Despite working hard, a player must have the appropriate mentality when it comes to the sport of their choosing. In order to reach one's full potential, they must have an appropriate mentality to succeed in sports. One must stay focused during the game and during training in order to ensure that they are performing their best of their ability and keeping a good attitude. This focus consists of things such as having a positive attitude and maintaining good composure. By keeping a good mentality, it not only helps you succeed in sports, but also helps those around you to develop their skills and become an efficient team. By keeping a good mentality, you can also become more likable to scouts. Scouts look at your attitude as one of your biggest factors when it comes to your recruitment, and by keeping a good mentality, you become more desirable to them. After one develops a good mentality, they have everything they need in order to develop and become the best possible athlete. Players must train hard and frequently in order to excel and succeed in one's sports. They must master 3 aspects. 1, they must put effort, time, and hard work into improving their game. 2, they must be focused on their mentality throughout the process. And 3, they must always work their hardest. This will allow a player to reach their full potential and become their best possible self. By ensuring that you work your hardest to become the best possible athlete, you will shine in a crowd of those who do not work nearly as hard as you. This will give you opportunities to expand your game, whether it be to play in college or even professional life. In the words of Tim Nocky, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. This displays the idea that no matter one's natural ability, if they work hard, they will excel in their sport.